Okay, friends, welcome once again. So, friends, we'll start our learning on accounting aspects of GST today. Let me go for screen sharing. Give me a minute. Screen is visible to you? Screen is
Yes, sir.
visible. Okay. So, friends, earlier I had shown you some of the GST invoices. This is an invoices. You have already seen what are the components of the components are, what kind of components are there in an invoice. And in this invoice, you have seen GST numbers will be there and GST amounts will be there. How much tax has been collected in which form? That that should be shown to you. Okay, that is one thing. Some other invoices you see in the form of IGST and CGST. Both the case here IGST. Okay, and some other invoices also we have seen GST numbers, GST, IGST, etc. are collected. Okay, and we know invoice should contain GST number and the various amounts that are collected under different heads. And finally, after availing input credit, we deposit the money which is to be paid to the government. This is a deposit challan. You can see how much money is paid for IGST, how much money is paid for CGST, if some money has been paid and cess. All these things are deposited like this. Okay. Deposited in which account? There is one e-wallet that is called as electronic credit ledger. In that ledger, this money is deposited and that is used. That means balance in electronic cash ledger is used for payment of GST. Okay. There is one more ledger called as electronic credit ledger. That also we had understood in our earlier class. Okay. Now, there are various issues while talking about accounting aspects of GST. Purchases, different kind of purchases are there. You can imagine when you purchase, there can be CGST input, SGST input, IGST input. There is one more thing. Maybe some cases reverse charge is applicable. Okay. Some of the purchases might be on B2Bs. Some cases it might be B2C purchase. Some purchases might be from unregistered dealers. Same thing is also with respect to supplies. There might be interstate supplies. Accordingly, different kinds of GST might be levied. And we know the basic concepts of ITC. The entire ITC concept will be learning in detail subsequently, but basic concepts we know. And we know the ITC can be set off against, we can set liability for our set of our ITC credit for, that is input tax credit for discharging our GST liability on output. Okay, how? And we also know money also needs to be deposited in electronic cash ledger. And there are some transactions which are composition transactions with composition dealers. Reverse charge mechanism also one more concept. All these concepts more or less we know. Very briefly we know all these concepts. Is it not? And all these concepts affects our accounting aspect. And coming to accounting part, as we know, whenever ITC is added, that is input tax credit is added, a current asset is created. That means that can be utilized in future. In our accounting books, they recognize it as a current asset. And when supply is made, a GST liability is created. That's also a current liability. Then this current asset, that GST asset input credit, is adjusted against this liability. And the final liability, that the net liability, is deposited in electronic credit ledger, from where payments are made. This is the process. Whether this process is clear to you, process is clear to you or not? By this, we have already seen how credit flows from one person to another person. I think this process is clear. You have already understood all these things. Yes or no? If the process
Yes,
is
sir.
process is clear, now we'll first of all we'll see some basic accounting. Then in detail we'll see uh, some other accounting entries. To understand that basic accounting, I will be opening an Excel file right now. In just a moment, I will stop sharing this screen and let us see a different file, Excel file. I'm going to open where this accounting aspects will be there. Yeah. Are you seeing an Excel file?
Yes, sir.
Is it clearly visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll be discussing those entries, and in subsequent classes, we'll will develop a more detailed understanding how these entries are made. But all of us, since we have some basic idea about accounting, it will be very easier for us. Very quickly, we'll just go through that what kind of entries are necessary. First, friends, I'm showing you an example. Okay, I'm showing you just a business transaction or a set of business transactions. Some of you please read this transaction. Let us say this is example number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 transactions I'm talking about. We'll try to make an entry for this 5 transaction. Who can read? Please read it. Item number 1. This is item number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please read it. Some of you please unmute and read it out.
Mr. X purchased goods locally. That is an interested transaction of 1 lakh rupees.
Right. Then
Then, then he sold them for rupees 1,50,000 in the same state.
again interested
Then,
transaction.
sir, interested.
Yeah, interested transaction. Right.
Then he paid consultation fees of rupees 5,000.
Okay.
Then he purchased furniture from ABC Furniture Shop for 12,000 rupees.
Yes.
He settled the GST liability. All transaction involving GST, like the rates are CGST rate 9%, SGST rate 9%, IGST rate 18%.
Okay. So this is a very basic, very simple transaction. Right. We call it as the inward supply. Inward supply means purchase kind of thing. Okay. There are some goods are involved, some services are involved. How to make entry? Very simple thing. CGST. All these transactions involve GST. So when you're making purchase, let us say you will make the entry for this first transaction. Okay, X purchase goods locally, interest rate 1 lakh rupees. So when it is local purchase, which GSTs will be applicable?
The CGST and SGST.
We know very easily we can compute. Is it not? These are again some basic concept. All of you need to understand this concept. In future, more complex entries will be there. Okay. So in fact, practically we see in many organizations, people find it difficult to make proper entries for GST. Since the concept is new, and practically there is no such textbook where these things are explained. So out of our experience only, we have to make these entries. Well, now you see, so can anyone if you suggest what entries can be made? It's a purchase entry. So normal case would have been simple entry, purchase account debit to bank or party account, bank or creditors account you could have done. And now this GST ITC is involved. So what we'll do, I'm showing you the first entry. What I'm doing, purchases account debit 1 lakh, and I'm opening an account in the name of what? Input CGST. You can give different names, but purposefully I'm giving it as input CGST. Then another account at input SGST. Like whenever there is a local purchase, there will be CGST input, there will be SGST input. When purchases are made for 1 lakh, input CGST 9,000, input SGST 9,000, total money payable to the creditors is 1,18,000. Is it clear? Did you understand this? Or can you suggest something better? It's okay. Very simple. Okay. Right. If you want, you can give a different name also. Let us say ITC CGST, ITC SGST, like these names also can be given. I have given the name input CGST account, input SGST account. It's a standard practice which industry follows. Now, that is okay. The purchase entry has been made. What is the next entry? Is sold them from 1,50,000 rupees. We are assuming it's a credit sale. So I'm saying debtors amount. How much amount will be debited? It depends upon the GST charges. But sales I am recognizing at 1,50,000. Try to understand. Sales will be recognized as 1,50,000. Then, since it is an intrastate transaction, as a dealer, we have to collect 13,05,000 as CGST output or output CGST. Again, 13,05,000 as output SGST. Is it done? And total money which is to be collected from the data is 1,77,000. Did you understand this particular issue? Okay. Sales entry you have seen, purchase entry is sales entry you saw, purchase entry you have already seen. Are you understanding these entries? Sales and purchase. Meaning, I have to open input CGST account, input SGST account, output CGST account, output SGST account in a GST environment. Minimum, if you are doing only, let us say, intrastate transaction at this stage, these are the two transactions, then these 4 additional ledgers I have to open. Then let us see what are the additional ledgers I have to open. The third thing is that I'm also paying consultancy fee. When I'm paying, I'm availing that input service. So, input CGST account, I have already opened this ledger, 450 rupees. Okay, our consultancy fee is an expenditure. So, debit that expenditure. Consultation fee 5,000 rupees. Input CGST 450. Input SGST 450. Here, assume that payment is made by bank. So, 5,900 is paid and input CGST and SGST is available 450 and 450 each. Earlier also there is an input CGST and SGST. How much is available? 9,000 is. Okay, are you getting me up to this? Is it clear? Next is question says furnitures are also purchased. Furnitures are capital asset. ITC is also available on capital asset. So furniture account when asset is created, furniture account is debit. Input CGST account 9% of that 1,080. Input SGST account 9% of that 1,080. So these are the amounts which are debited. I am crediting to the furniture shop entire amount 13,920. So this much is the liability 13,920. This has to be paid to the furnitures. Whether you have understood these transactions? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here thing is that I have to open for interest rate transactions input CGST account, input SGST account, and for interest rate sales output CGST account, output SGST account. So these ledgers are needed. But after that, I have to do the adjustment. If I balance it in the input CGST account, total money is available 10,530. How 10,530? You can check it out. First case, how much is available? 9,000 CGST account. Okay, when purchases are made, when consultation fees are paid 450, 9,450, plus for furniture 1,080, total 10,580 is available. Okay, 10,580 is available as input CGST. Similarly, input SGST also same amount is available, 10,550. Okay, output CGST, I have sold or sales is made for output CGST, liability is 13,500. SGST liability is also 13,500. So liability is also 13,500, 13,500. Now how much is payable? Now this is liability and this is already credit is available. This is my current liability, this is my current asset. So here there is a need to set up both the things. So how much I have to pay? I have to pay the difference. Is it not? I have to pay the difference amount. Just a minute. Okay, you can see the difference of these two, 10,550 and 13,500 is this one. Second case also you can find out. These are the difference. SGST payable, SGST, then 13,500 is payable, 10,530 is credit available. So how much is payable? 2,970. Can you do this exercise, similar exercise like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now what you have to do? Now this much money I have to pay. How I can pay? I can transfer this money to my electronic cash ledger. Okay, these monies are available in electronic credit ledger. I had shown you the electronic credit ledger earlier, and this will be available in electronic cash ledger. This will be made. Payment has to be made to electronic cash ledger so that payments can be made. If some balance is already there in electronic cash ledger, then no issue, you can directly make payment. So how to transfer? I will pass an entry. Now you see one more account I have to open. Electronic cash ledger account debit to bank. This is also a current asset. Electronic cash ledger. It is just like a wallet. Anytime it can be used. So electronic cash ledger account debit to bank this much. Because this much money is payable, minimum I have to transfer this one. I may transfer more also. But balance, in that case, balance will be appearing in electronic cash ledger. Then once money is available in electronic cash ledger, I can make payment. Okay, that output liability was there. I had created here, you see. Output CGST account, output SGST account. These two things are created. I have to settle that. The entry is that output CGST account debit, output SGST account debit to input CGST account, because this much of credit I have available. You see these two are credits are available, 13,500, 30,000. Sorry, 10,530, 10,530 credits are available. Okay, so I am making use of that. Input CGST 10,530, input SGST 10,530, and balance. What I will do? How I can pay? Through electronic credit ledger. Electronic credit ledger already have created a balance of 594. 594 has been paid. Okay. Understood? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So ultimately, you see, your entire liability, entire GST liability was how much? 13,500, 13,500. All both taken together, how much? Who can tell me?
So 27,000.
27,000. But 27,000 was your liability. But finally, how much you paid?
So 5,940.
Because these two ITCs are available, you could use it. So this is a simple transaction, a simple set of transactions for interested, right? For interested business. Let us see one more transaction for interested. What I will do now, I will mix both interested and interested, both will be mixed. let us see one more situation. Are you ready? Or you got some queries here? If you got some doubt, ask at this stage, because next stage will be adding little more complexity.
So,
Yes, yes,
so
please.
won't we add the consultation fee tax liability over there?
Consultation fee is our input. This is what happens. We have availed the consultation fee service. Okay, so it's not a liability. This is a, what is this? This is an input credit.
Okay, sir.
Understood? So all input
So,
credit. Yeah. Any other query?
it will not be added in the input credit.
Yeah, it will be added.
Okay, sir.
It
So
is
that's what I
added.
want.
It is added.
Okay,
Okay. Just
okay, sir.
okay. You check this thing. Some people also feel that capital asset credits will not be added. Service credits will not be added. That's why purposefully they are included in this question, that everything will be added. Okay. This is for goods. This is for services, and this is for capital asset. All the three things credits are added. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
All credits are added, and if you see the credits, how much credits is available. Let us say this is input credit. So where from they have come? One is you see from furniture, one is from consultancy fee, and one amount is coming from CGST.
Purchase.
Okay, all three things are there. Understood this? Okay. Now, money has to be deposited in electronic cash ledger. Then finally it has to be settled. Now, let us add little more complexity. Okay. Now, please read this question.
Mr. X purchased goods from outside the state, which is rupees 1,50,000. He sold locally rupees 1,50,000. He sold outside the state rupees 1 lakhs. He paid repair and maintenance bill within the state, which was rupees 5,000. He purchased furniture for his office locally, which was rupees 12,000. He settled the GST liability. All transactions involve GST 9%, CGST rate 9%, SGST rate SGST rate 9%, IGST rate 18%.
18%. Okay. And there is some alignment problem. Okay. Right. So situation you see, first is that there is a interested purchase. Okay. Interested sales. Then again, interested sales. Then what is this? This is within the state. Then some service, availing some service, interested, local. Then again, local purchase. That's some interested purchase of furniture. These are issues are there. Okay. So here the question will arise. There's so many credits will be there. IGST credit, SGST credit, CGST credit. How to utilize that credit? That is a kind of decision we have to take. Okay. So now in accounting also some decision making things are involved. So we have to apply your mind how to take decision. So what is the first transaction? Purchase from outside state. When something is purchased from outside state, then which GST will be levied?
IGST.
IGST. Yeah, IGST. If it is IGST, now please tell me what is the entry? Purchase goods. Now all of you can make entries. Purchase 1,50,000. Input IGST. So here we will be opening one more additional ledger, input IGST. Earlier we know we have to open input CGST account, input SGST account, now input IGST account. So it will be showing as an asset, input IGST account. To creditors account, we are creating a credit purchase. So 1,77,000. That's a simple entry for us. Only thing we have to learn is that we have to open this input IGST account. Okay. Next is sold locally. Locally means CGST and SGST liability will be there. So debtors account debit to sales account 1,50,000 to CGST. This is output CGST. Output CGST 13,500. Output SGST 13,500. Okay. This entry is clear. One purchase entry, intrastate purchase, and intrastate sales is over. Okay. Now, third entry is outside state supply. He sold outside state. So there will be and IGST liability. So third entry will be debtors account. His sales has been made. Debtors account this much to sales 1 lakh to output IGST account. So one more IGST output account will be there. Earlier we have opened input IGST account. Now output IGST account will be opened. That will show the liability. This much is liabilities. Okay. The fourth entry is repair maintenance. I think this is local within the state 5,000 rupees. So this much money has to be paid. So I am writing repair maintenance expenditure account debit. When money is paid, input credit will be there. So input CGST account 450, input SGST account 450, total bank account 4,900. Next situation is that office equipment is purchased again locally. So office equipment account debit, CGST, input CGST 1,080, input SGST 1,080. So total money is payable to furniture shop for office equipment is 14,160. Okay. I think these are the entries, simple entries we have completed. Any query you have up to this stage? Do you have any query? Now you see, up to this thing, things are highly procedural, but now we have to apply your mind. Now, if you see, total input IGST balance is 27,000. How it is 27,000? You see it. How? Where from 27,000? Let us see. 27,000. Only one place purchase has been made. 27,000. Okay. And what is the input CGST? This also you see input CGST have come from three places. 1,080 come from office equipment and 450 has come from repair and maintenance. So from two places this thing has come. Or is there any other place where input CGST is there? No. Other thing is input IGST. Okay, understood this? Similarly, input SGST if you see, again from furniture 1,080 and from repair maintenance 450. Okay, and what is the output liability? IGST liability is 18,000. See it 18,000. For sales made 18,000 is the IGST liability. From CGST and SGST, you can also find 13,500. SGST also 13,500 in a similar manner. This is the liability. Okay. Now you see this much is input credit. This much is the liability. So this much has to be paid. How this to be settled? We have to apply your mind. Okay. And we know this concept. First IGST credit will be utilized. If you do so, IGST liability is 18,000. We have got 27,000. First that will be used. Once it is used, I will put it in a different manner. Let us say, now you see this is my liability. Are you seeing it? Liabilities are IGST 18,000, CGST 13,500, SGST 13,500. Total liability is how much? How much is total liability?
45,000.
5,000.
45,000, sir.
45. So first I'll be utilizing IGST. My IGST balance is 27,000. My IGST liability is 18,000. So first 18,000 will go here. Remaining balance is 9,000. Is it clear? IGST money is gone. Balance with balance of 9,000. Now this 9,000 what I will do? Ideally, this 9,000 I can practically use it at any proportion. If you want, you can pay it for CGST, balance money. Yeah, you may do it for SGST, but here we have done it proportionately. 9,000, I have paid 4,500 for what?
So for
4,000.
CGST and SGST, both.
Okay, 4,500 each for CGST and SGST. Balance CGST and SGST remains 13,500 was the liability, 4,500 is paid, 9,000, 9,000. Okay, and I have CGST credit. CGST credit I am already having. How much credit is there in CGST? You see, 1530, that is 1,530. So 1,530 is there for CGST. I am using it for CGST. You know, CGST credit cannot be used for SGST. Similarly, SGST credit is having 1,530 that I am using for settling SGST. So with that, CGST balance will be nil, SGST balance will be nil. I had a liability of 9,000. I could set up 1,530. So finally, I have to pay 7,470 CGST, 7,470 SGST through electronic cash ledger. Meaning, totally I have to pay 14,940 through cash. Okay, understood this? And this CGST and SGST proportion can be different. Here you have taken equally, it can be different. Okay. Fine. Therefore, you can read this explanation. Any IGST credit will be first applied for IGST, then the balance for CGST and SGST in any order and in any proportion. So, the total input IGST of 27,000. 27,000 was my input credit. Firstly, it completed the set of IGST, completed, remaining 9,000. Then the balance 9,000 against CGST and SGST equally. From the total GST liability of 45,000, we had a total liability of 45,000 you see. Now finally we have to pay 14,940 from cash ledger. So what I will do now, first I will make setup entry. Setup entries are like this. Set up IGST against input. First what I will do, total I had 27,000 IGST, input credit asset was there. So I will making towards IGST, that means output IGST, I am utilizing 18,000. Output CGST, I am utilizing 4,500. Output SGST, I am utilizing 4,500. Total 27,000 is used. So my entry is output IGST account debit, output CGST account debit, output SGST account debit to input IGST account. So with this, my input credit of IGST got exhausted. Okay, understood? Is it clear? That means I'm talking about this stage. Up to this stage, here I got up to this stage. This portion you can say. IGST is fully exhausted. IGST balance is nil. Okay. Okay. Are you getting? Next, set up against CGST input. Then from CGST, that is a CGST liability. So output CGST liability 1,530 to CGST input CGST account. CGST I had only 1,530 that I used. Then set up SGST input. Okay, SGST account, output SGST account debit to input SGST account. Okay, once this setup is over, finally I have to deposit now 14,940 in my cash ledger. So my entry for that will be electronic cash ledger account debit 14,940 divided by BAT 14,940. And this has to be paid in cash. Electronic cash ledger balance is created. Now I will do output CGST account 7,470, output SGST account 7,470, electronic cash ledger 14,940. With this, my amount, all accounts will be closed. My GST liability will be settled. Did you understand this, or you need a kind of repetition? Did you understand this concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today this was a very basic understanding, in fact. So tomorrow again, I will try to explain this concept once again quickly. Then some more little complex entries will do. With that, our basic accounting parts will be over. After that only, we'll be entering into one more area, that is supply. Okay, so these accounting entries are important for us. We'll go through this tomorrow. Again, we'll continue in this area itself, accounting entries. Okay, so thank you very much. We'll catch up again in our next class. Any query you have?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So if you have any query, then let me know.
Okay,
Any
sir.
query? Any query you have?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll catch up with you on next
No,
class.
sir.
We'll catch up in our next class. Thank you very much.